Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to Beginner Vinyasa. I'm Teresa, for those of you watching online. And this is Mika, my cat. So welcome. Today is the first Friday that feels a little bit summery, so I'm wearing my really bright, obnoxious yoga pants. And I encourage you to add a little bit of vibrance to your day, whether it's a rainy winter day when you're watching this, or if it is a bright, sunny summer day. Just invite that color into your day. So we're actually going to start laying down. So make your way onto your back, whatever position's comfortable for you. If you want to have your legs straight, or maybe have the knees bent, you can even have a pillow under the knees. Just any way that feels very grounding. You can have your hands open to the side like when we're in Shavasana, or you can have the hands on the body. We're just going to lay here for a few moments and start to pay attention. So for many of us, even if we are at home all day, it is difficult to really set aside even 45 minutes to ourselves. Even when we're here in class, we notice all the distractions. Our to-do list keeps popping up. We might have literal other people walking into our space. Other reminders that come with being home. So give yourself this time to settle in and pay attention to what's happening right now. You can notice things outside of you, sounds, for example, or smells. But really spend a while lingering on all of the sensations inside of you. So notice the thoughts that come up. Notice the way your muscles feel. Notice if you're very fidgety, you can't stay still. Notice if the breath is fast or slow, if it comes easily or if there's some effort. Noticing the sensations on the skin. And seeing if there's anything else that you haven't noticed yet. And slowly start to let the breath deepen. Every inhale, breathing in through the nose, drawing more air into the body, all the way down towards the stomach. And letting the exhale through the nose feel complete. Every inhale getting bigger and bigger. Notice how that feels too. So you're taking nice, deep, almost sighing breaths, but staying in and out through the nose. Feeling a full breath. And then find somewhere in between. A really deep breath that's not rushed, that's not an effort. And stay with this breath as you start to settle in on any sort of intention or dedication for this practice, such as inviting in that vibrance, Inviting in whatever color and life that you can add to today. Maybe a certain person or idea comes to mind. You can dedicate your practice to them too. And then we'll just place both hands, palms face down over the heart space. We'll seal our intentions or dedications with one sighing breath. So breathing in through the nose. And this time sigh out the mouth. And then seal the lips, return to that in and out through the nose breathing. And you can keep the eyes closed or you can start to blink them open as the palms come face down by your sides. And you walk the feet in by your hips. We're going to start off our class with a couple of bridge waves. So as you're pressing down through the feet, when you inhale, you'll lift the hips and the hands at the same time, so that at the very top of your inhale, the tops of your hands touch the floor behind you. And as you exhale, same thing, you'll lower the same pace as your hands, so the very bottom of the exhale, palms tap the earth as the seat drops. So we'll go through a few of those, nice deep breaths. Warming up the spine, warming up the core. Opening up the lungs a little bit, engaging the legs. Last one, no tension in the neck. Good. And now bring your knees into your chest. Start to make little circles with the knees, massage the lower back. Let gravity help you out. And then circle around the other way if you want. From here, finding a nice gentle twist, the arms coming out to a T. Let the legs just drop over to the left. The gaze is either straight up towards the ceiling or maybe turned towards the right hands. No effort here. Just letting yourself relax into this gentle twist for one more slow, deep breath. And as you come up to center, you'll inhale and exhale. The knees drop over to the right. The gaze is neutral or over by the left fingertips. 2 breaths. One more. On the inhale, your knees come back to center. Find a little bit of a grip behind the knees here. We're going to start rocking forward and back up into a boat pose. So it might take a couple times to build momentum, but as you rock up, try not to touch the floor with your feet, finding that boat pose. Once you're in boat pose, it's your choice if you want to stay holding on behind the knees or if you want to have the palms face up to the ceiling. If you are holding on behind the knees, don't have that death grip. Really let your core do the most work here. So just to play around, we're going to go rocking back and forth from laying down up to boat 3 more times. So whether your hands are behind your knees or open at your side, we'll take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock back up to that boat pose. Challenge yourself by not touching the floor. Good, we'll take another one. Deep breath in. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, boat. Good, trying to balance. Last one, inhale. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, up to boat. Good. So this time we're gonna rock back. We're gonna get a little bit more momentum and come up into our tabletop position. So rocking back, you can rock a few times if you want, if it feels good, massaging the spine, but otherwise building enough momentum that you can find your way into tabletop position. So for tabletop, fingers are nice and wide, hands are right underneath the shoulders, knees or hips width distance apart. And we'll go through cat and cow. We'll do 3 rounds. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, find cow, roll those shoulders away from the ears. And exhale to cat, untuck the toes, press the mat away, arching the back, chin to the chest. Good, so 2 more. Again, that nice, big, deep breath, almost exaggerated. And completely exhaling. Then finding that neutral tabletop position. Walk the hands just a little bit farther, tucking the toes, deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this time in down dog, we'll rock forward to plank a few times. So as you inhale, come forward to plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. And I want to do this because often people sort of have a short dog, meaning that when they roll forward to plank, their hands are too close to them. So this is just a good way to keep your dog nice and long. It also wakes up the core. Good. So the next time you're in downward facing dog, you can stay here. You can pedal out the knees, or pedal out the feet, bend the knees. Any other movements that feel good, maybe some side to side, keeping the fingers really wide. Help out those wrists, use the fingertips. Keeping the spine long, even if that means bending the knees and the heels are up really high. That's fine. The spine is more important. Eventually, the legs will start to straighten, and maybe someday the heels touch the floor. Again, it's not the goal of the pose. The goal is to find that length in the spine here. As you inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, you can walk your way all the way to the top of the mat. When you get there, inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, really reaching through both fingers, reaching through the ribs. And exhale, hands come to heart center. So now we'll move through some sun salutations. Inhale, the arms sweep up. Then exhale, forward fold. Good, stay with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, make your way back to plank. So we're gonna take an extra breath in plank. And out. As you breathe in, you'll prepare for the first vinyasa. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Elbows stay close to the ribs. Inhale, slide through baby cobra. Really active in the back body, light on the hands. And exhale through tabletop into downward facing dog. Good. 2 more breaths in down dog. This time maybe encouraging more stillness. One more breath. Inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, step your way all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, really finding the length in the spine. And then exhale, folding forward, letting it go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Maybe the palms touch this time. Maybe you lift the gaze, finding that length. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. We're going to do that one more time, really letting this become more of a moving meditation. So staying with the breath, one movement. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. We'll take one extra inhale. So inhaling and plank. Exhale, vinyasa, so lowering down. Inhale, sliding through baby cobra, engage the back body. And exhale, find downward facing dog. Good, 2 breaths in down dog. One more breath. Inhale, look between the hands. And exhale, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up. Maybe the palms touch, maybe you lift the gaze. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Great job. From here, finding tree pose. So I'm stepping to the middle of the mat just so that you can see me. You can stay at the top of the mat. We're going to start tree pose balancing on the left leg. So hands come to the hips. Starting with kickstand, bring your right heel to your left ankle. And work on externally rotating that right knee without turning the hips over to the right. And making sure you're not having these sassy hips. So keeping the core engaged, really pressing through the left foot. You can stay here or you can start to make your way up onto your calf, pressing as much into the calf as the calf is pressing into the foot. Maybe this is where your tree pose feels good. You can stay here. You can also choose to come above the knee into this taller tree pose. Again, same idea of the foot and the leg having the same pressure against each other. The knee is still pressing out and open to the side. You're still pressing down with the left foot, and both hips are facing forward. So no matter what your tree looks like, starting to find that balance. You may be a little bit wobbly. You might want a chair or a wall next to you to keep that balance. That's okay too. Good ways to modify. So from here, you'll either stay focusing on your gaze, your drishti, or I'm going to offer you a mudra. So mudra is a symbol that you use your hands to make, and they modify the energy in and around the body. So the mudra that we're going to be working with today is called Ganesh Mudra. So basically you're just making two little hooks with your hands and you're hooking your fingers together, and your hands go just above your navel. And then from here, pulling the arms apart, keeping the grip with the fingers, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And as you're here, focusing on the breath. So Ganesh Mudra is to harness the energy of Ganesh. Ganesh is the remover of obstacles. He is supposed to pave your path towards abundance. So we're here doing the hard work, clearing our path, and making it all that much easier to embrace the abundance that is available to us. One more breath wherever you are. And then you can release the Ganesh Mudra, hands come to the hips. Start to bring your right knee in towards your chest. And as you exhale, mindfully release the foot. We'll do a little sun breath between sides. So first, shake out the standing leg. Just did a lot of work. Good. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, the arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Now we're ready to do the other side. So you're balancing on the right leg, starting to bring your hands to your hips and make your way into that kickstand tree. Left heel to the right ankle, externally rotating the knee, but keeping the hips forward. Engaging the core, pressing through the sole of the right foot. Maybe you come up onto the calf. Maybe you come above the knee, avoiding the knee joint, all the way up into the upper leg. So again, your left side tree can look different than your right side tree. No matter what, starting to find that grounded stability. We are a tree. Getting your roots. From here, focusing on your drishti, your non-moving point to focus on, we can find Ganesh Mudra again. So this time, we'll switch which hand is on top. So for me, my left hand was on top first. I'm going to switch. My right hand is on top this time. Pulling the arms apart, really active in my shoulders, in my arms, and squeezing through my core as I harness the energy of Ganesh. Starting to remove all my obstacles. Embracing my strength, my ability to tap into this abundance that I am looking for. 2 more breaths. Good, 1 more. Releasing Ganesh Mudra, starting to bring the left knee in towards our chest. And then exhale, mindfully releasing the leg down. Good, shaking out the legs. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, and we'll prepare for the vinyasa. Inhaling in plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, sliding through baby cobra or cobra, engaging that back body. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From down dog, inhale the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring your knee to your nose, rocking forward in a plank-like pose, shoulders over wrists as you squeeze and lift to make that connection. Inhale, three-legged dog. We'll do two more. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep that lift as you step the right foot forward. You might need to use your hand to help that right foot up. That's okay. Pressing, rooting down through the feet, making sure you're nice and sturdy as we inhale, finding high lunge. The arms sweeping up overhead. Keeping that real deep bend in the right knee and nice, strong through the back leg. So a lot of the times in our high lunge, we have that back knee bent a lot. That's creating more work on the leg, and you're also putting a lot more pressure on the joints. So starting to press into the left toes, engaging through the back leg. One more inhale, reaching through the fingers. And we'll exhale, open up warrior two, pivoting on that back foot, keeping that same long stance. So another thing that happens a lot with our lunges is, just like our dogs, we have them really short, right? And then when we open up to warrior two, our warrior two is short. So giving yourself a nice long stance, even if that means that you can't bend as much into your right leg. Because this means that someday you'll build that, or you'll open up the hip more and more and more, so you can bend farther into the right knee. If your warrior two was too short, there's nowhere for you to grow. So find that long warrior two. And then from here, flipping the right palm, inhale, peaceful warrior. Right arm sweeps up and back, left hand slides down the back body, keeping that length in the spine. And exhale, warrior two. Two more, inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, inhale, peaceful. And exhale, warrior two. From warrior two, finding side angle pose. Right forearm comes to the right leg. Left arm reaches up and overhead. So our left fingertips and left foot. It's one straight line. You're really pressing into the back foot to engage the whole left leg. And then keeping this long line all the way through the left fingertips. Pressing so much into the feet, maybe you start to become really light with this right elbow on the leg. Really feeling the leg work here. Good, one more breath. Pressing through the feet, inhale, rise up, peaceful warrior. Keep that bend in the right knee as the right arm sweeps up and overhead. And exhale back into that side angle pose. So this time, this is our last side angle pose. You might want to start inching down the inside of the right leg, getting more into the hip flexibility. Or you can stay where we were last time, just starting to get lighter on the right elbow. Or if you're somewhere in between, for the next two breaths, you can imagine holding a giant beach ball over your head. So engaging the obliques, pressing through the feet. Good, one more breath. Good, root down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, peaceful warrior. Keeping the bend in the right knee at first. Your next inhale, straighten that right leg. Really let it go. Good. And then come back into that warrior two, bending back into the right leg. From warrior two, deep breath in. And exhale, we'll cartwheel the hands down inside the right foot, pivoting on the back toes, finding lizard. Walking the right foot over to the right side of the mat. Rocking forward, rocking back. So in lizard, if you have blocks, it might feel good to have blocks under the hands, especially if the floor seems really far away. Good. So once you're sort of settled in lizard, you can drop the back knee. But notice that my back knee is behind my hips. So I'm not over here where all the pressure is on this left kneecap. I'm moving my hips forward. Then you can untuck the toes for lizard pose. We're gonna be here for a little while, keeping the right knee towards the right armpit or the right shoulder. You can stay up on the palms, or you can start to make your way down onto your forearms. Left forearm comes down first, elbow in line with your right heel, and then the right hand comes down to meet the left someday. If you do have blocks, a good in between would be to put the block here and put your forearms on the block instead of on the floor. So wherever you're at, we're going to take 4 more really long, slow, deep breaths. 3 more. 2. 3. Good. So if you're on your forearms, starting to make your way up onto the palms. If you're on the palms, starting to tuck the toes, lift the left knee, find 3-legged dog. The right leg is up towards the sky. From here, open up the hips, stack the hips, bend the knee and flex through your right foot. Let yourself open up here. You can make circles, you can roll out your ankle, whatever movements feel really good. Go ahead and explore them. Meeting in downward facing dog. Good. From downward facing dog, let's warm it up a little bit with a vinyasa. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we're gonna do 2 more. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, lowering down. Stay with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Last one. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, your back bend. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Nice sighing breath here, in through the nose. And out through the mouth, let it go. Inhale the left leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose, rocking forward, shoulder over wrist, squeeze. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze, lift, make that connection, and then step that left foot through, using your hands if you need to. Rooting down to the feet, making sure you're nice and sturdy. As you inhale, arms sweep up, high lunge. Active through the back leg, nice deep bend with the left knee. One more inhale. And exhale, warrior 2, pivoting on the back foot. Soft gaze over the left fingertips. From warrior 2, flipping the left palm, inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, warrior 2. Remember your warrior 2 is nice and long. Inhale, peaceful. And exhale, warrior 2. One more time like that. Keep the bend in the knee. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, warrior 2. From warrior 2, finding side angle on the left side. Left forearm comes to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Pressing through the outside edge of the right foot. Engage the whole outer side of the right leg all the way up to the fingertips, one long line. Pressing hard into the soles of the feet. The left elbow becomes nice and light. Good, one more breath. Keeping the bend in the left knee, root down through the feet, inhale, peaceful warrior. Then exhale right back into that side angle pose. So again, options. Same as the first time, pressing through the feet, getting nice and light on the left arm. Maybe you're starting to inch down inside the left knee, opening up more through the left hip, still really reaching with those right fingers, one long line. Or last option, 2 breaths, big beach ball over your head. So whatever works, one more breath. Root down through the feet, inhale, rise all the way up, peaceful warrior, keep the bend in the left knee at first, and then the next inhale, straighten the leg, release the thigh muscles, yes. And then come back into that warrior 2. From warrior 2, inhale, and exhale, the hands cartwheel down inside the left foot for lizard pose, pivoting on the back toes, the left foot walks over to the left side, rock a little bit forward, a little bit back, maybe a little side to side. And then when you're ready, dropping the back knee behind the hips. So there's not as much pressure on the kneecap. You can, of course, have padding underneath that knee if it feels more comfortable that way. From here, finding your left side lizard, which can look and feel very different than your right side lizard. You can stay on the palms. You can start coming down into the forearms. The right elbow comes down first, elbow in line with that left heel. Eventually, maybe both elbows are down, keeping the left knee nice and close to your shoulder. 4 more breaths, guys. Two more. And last one here. If you're on the forearms, start to make your way up onto the palms. From the palms, tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee and finding 3-legged dog. The left leg is up to the sky, stack the hips, then the knee flex through the foot, opening up, whatever feels good, making circles with the knee, circles with the ankle. Whatever feels good. We'll make our way to downward facing dog. From down dog, let's flow through the final vinyasa of the class. Inhale, rolling forward to plank. Exhale, lowering down your way. Inhale, sliding through baby cobra or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From down dog, inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, step or jump all the way to the top. And then slowly lower your seat all the way down. So kind of finding a chair pose, and as slow as you can, finding your seat and making your way into boat pose. Awesome job. From boat pose, we're gonna end the class kind of like how we started. So your options are hands behind the knees or palms up. You can stay in boat the whole time, or you can join me in rocking forward and back a few times like how we started. So we'll inhale, exhale, rocking back, inhale up, exhale, rock back, inhale up, boat. Last one, exhale, inhale up, really trying not to touch your toes on the floor. Good, one more inhale. And then we can exhale as slow as we can all the way down onto our back. So nice and slow. Good. From our back, bringing the soles of the feet onto the mat. Preparing for 2 rounds of bridge. So the feet are close to your seat, about hips width distance apart. Knees are directly over the ankles. Palms are face down. First round of bridge, we'll inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, lifting the hips, pressing into the palms, pressing into the feet. So engaging the legs, engaging the backs of the arms while lifting the hips nice and high. So squeezing through the core, protecting your lower back as you're finding more space. There shouldn't be any pressure on the head or neck. The shoulders are still grounded. One more inhale, maybe lift a little bit higher. And exhale, nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time, coming back to earth. You can windshield wiper the legs side to side. We're going to do this one more time. We're going to stay a little bit longer though. We're going to stay for 5 full breaths. So just listening to your body, what feels good. And I'm going to offer different ways you can choose to intensify the posture, but it can look like this first time. Every time you do a posture, it feels different. So you don't have to feel pressure to go any farther. You can do the same as the first time or take one of the other options that I throw out. We'll start the same. Palms face down, feet nice and close, hips width distance apart. Inhaling to prepare. Exhale, lift the hips, press through the feet, press through the hands. Shoulders are grounded, no pressure on the neck. Option to stay here. Or you can clasp the hands behind your back, roll one shoulder at a time under, and then press those pinkies into the mat, getting even more lift. You can stay here, or you can start to come up high on tippy toes, maybe even walking those feet a little bit closer, getting even more lift. Stopping wherever it feels good. 2 more breaths. Good, 1 more. Last inhale, maybe lift just 1 inch higher. Good, and then slowly starting to release the same way you came in. So dropping the heels, releasing the grip, coming down 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. Windshield wiper the legs. And then bringing your knees into your chest, you can start to make circles again. One direction, and then the other direction. Finding stillness, the arms open up to a T. We'll find that gentle twist once more. The knees drop over to the left as the gaze is towards the right. You can choose to use your left hand on your right knee just to find a little extra grounding sensation. So there's still no effort to sustain this posture. Letting your body completely surrender to the twist. Staying with the breath just for a little bit longer. And slowly as you inhale, making your way back to center. And as you exhale, letting the knees drop over to the right. This time, gaze towards the left. If you want to use your right hand on the left knee, you can. Maybe the eyes close. Maybe you find somewhere you've still been holding tension and start to let it go. Slowly on your next inhale, coming back to center, find happy baby. So reaching between the knees for the outsides of the feet. Soles of the feet are up towards the ceiling. Knees are coming towards your armpits. Imagine that one day the knees will actually tap the floor beside you. That's the energy we're going for here. Again, no strain in the head and neck. If you feel a lot of pressure there, you can grab behind the knees instead of grabbing for the feet. It's the same stretch, just gives your neck and shoulders that space to relax. Maybe rocking side to side feels good, or extending one leg at a time. You can extend both legs too. And then slowly, in your own time, finding your Shavasana. So if you have any props nearby that you like to use, maybe a pillow under the legs, or a blanket, or a pair of socks, letting yourself find that position that will let you completely relax. So Shavasana is the reason that we practice yoga. All of those weird pretzel-y positions were created to prepare us for this posture. This ability to sit in stillness and to be with ourselves is the most difficult goal of yoga. So this is your peak posture. All the hard work leads to this, so let yourself be here. Letting all the muscles of the face relax. Unclench the teeth. Relax the eyelids. Relax the nostrils. Let the arms and legs relax and be heavy and supported by the floor. Letting all of your organs do their job without any effort, relaxing the torso, the neck, the shoulders, even relaxing the breath, releasing whatever manipulation you might have been carrying throughout the practice. And you may notice the thoughts that come. You may notice the sounds and distractions that are calling to you. But stay here. Remind yourself that this is the peak posture. This is the work. Stay here for just a few more moments, and I'll bring you back. Enjoy your rest. Keeping your eyes closed. Begin to deepen the breath. You are still in Shavasana. You are still completely present. Begin to acknowledge that you showed up. Begin to seal in whatever it is you need from this practice. And when you feel ready, you can begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Keeping the eyes closed, rolling the wrists and the ankles, letting those movements grow bigger. Meeting us whenever you're ready. Maybe you find a big full body stretch. Bring the knees into your chest and roll over to the right side, finding Garbhasana, fetal pose. And in this pose of rebirth, taking just 3 more breaths, returning to your intention or dedication. Appreciating and thanking this body that's always taking care of you. And taking a moment to listen and let your body thank you. Still with the eyes closed, you can make your way back up to sit. Whenever you get here, hands can come to heart center or they can rest on your knees. Just as Ganesh in Ganesh Mudra prepares us to remove obstacles and embrace the abundance around us, we come to yoga to remove the habits of the mind and to return to the presence where all abundance lives. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful day. It has been such an honor guiding you. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Namaste.